Hi guys, it's Mary. Don't you just love it when I forget the intro? I know I always do. Sorry. Let's join me putting on makeup and blabbing.
I thought we might put this one on today since I have it and it's kind of Christmassy looking, right? I'm not going to do a look with the Mirage.
When I first started the video, that was what I was going to do, was a look with this, and then I opened it up and saw all the sparkles.
You guys know how I feel about little sparkle glitter everywhere on my face these days. All I did was swatch this and I'm going to put it right back in the box because one of you might be interested in it. And I thought that I would send it. And Sahara, I think this is the Natasha Denona Biba dupe. I don't know, I've never opened this one either. This might be the one we do today. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the dupe for the Biba. I think I'm gonna do a heavily gray look today using this palette. How about that? Yeah, that's what we'll do. This one's never been used either. This was inspired by the Natasha Denona Retro Glam that was heavily, I think, inspired by my friend Mel Thompson's put together of what she thought Natasha should have done. But anyway, we won't get into that. I've not actually done a look with this yet, and I don't really know that I will because I have Mel's inspired palette. And if I were gonna reach for those colors, I would reach for that instead of Natasha Denona or this one. I'll put this in there too. This one I already did a look with. It's the dupe for the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette. I did a look and swatched. I'll put that in the giveaway too. This one I love, this Midsummer one. It is the dupe for that Nuevo or something like that. I love that. Harmony, this is supposed to be Natasha Denona retro inspired. Love that. Love Huda Rose Quartz is the Coastal. This I did a long time ago. I've never even opened this, but oh my goodness, let's open it and look at it. This, yeah, see, it's never been touched. It is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Gold palette, and I already did a look with that. I'm gonna put that in the pile too. Guys, don't get used to these giveaways, okay? I just happen to have an influx of cash, okay, because I sold my new face unit to one of you.
Which was not given to me in PR. That was something that was purchased with our own money here.
And that gave me enough cash to pay for all this shipping. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just doing bunches of giveaways while I have the money to ship things. And while I'm saying that, I'm sorry, this is limited to the United States. You know what else? I'm feeling really generous. Please, if Alter Ego is watching this, please don't think that this means I don't like your stuff. Alter Ego sent these to me. It's a bag full, and as much as I want to do it, I want to open these up and use them. But I think it would make a very Merry Christmas present to send all of these palettes and these brushes to one of you. I'm going to talk to you while I'm getting ready, and since we've had so many new subscribers, welcome! Thank you for subscribing to the channel and becoming part of the Fritzy family. I've also been going through my old videos a little bit at a time, cleaning up description boxes, because like one of you asked me, you know, where is that Cricut story that you referred to or whatever, and there's no way to know because like this video, this video has a hodgepodge of things in it. So I've been trying to organize my playlists and stuff like that. I found 3 videos that had info. They were like old tags that needed to be retired because of copyrighted music, or, you know, the information is way out of date or whatever. Anyway, the point is that I took those 3 videos and their questions and put them all in this, and that's what we're going to answer today while I'm getting ready. It's just fun, wacky information about me, and some of it is good information, but some of it is like really stupid information that's just kind of fun and thrown in there. The first shade we're going to do is this one right here. I'm going to take the E25 from the Glitzy Fritzy Essential Eye Set. And I'm just gonna pat across here to get rid of the sticky on that primer. So the first question is, do I have any pets? Shy guy. No. We used to have a cat. His name was Sweetheart, and he got killed. Okay, he got run over. That was one big tomcat. He would run out the door and then you wouldn't see him again for 2 or 3 weeks. No, I don't know who fed him or whatnot, but he'd come home after he got tired, you know. And we decided that having pets was just too much of a heartache. So no, we don't have any pets. I'm just gonna come right here into clay. The next one says, what is the weather right now? My Apple Watch tells me what it's going to get up to. So it was 33 this morning, it's 38 now, and it's going to get up to 45. Do I drive? Yes. Have I ever been in a car crash? Yes. This isn't showing up very well for some reason. Let's switch to a denser brush. Yes, I have been in 7 car wrecks, I think, and one of them was a very interesting story. Actually, 2 of them were life-changing stories, but we got too many questions to be expanding on that. I'm just using that dark gray now and trying to build that up. It might be the primer itself. Maybe that primer's old. Too old. I feel like I need to take this off and switch to the Sigma primer and see whether or not what's going on has to do with the primer or if it is the shadow. The next question wants to know what time I woke up this morning. 7 a.m. I woke up with the alarm clock this morning. The next one is, when did I shower last?
That's a stupid question.
There's no stupid questions.
2 hours ago. Okay, let's try this again, and this time let's just go straight in here. The next one wants to know what's the last movie that we saw. We watched a movie last night on Netflix. It's a new one on there with Jennifer Garner, who I love. I just love her dimples. She's so cute. She did a movie with I can't think of the guy's name. He's from The Office. They did a movie and it's called Family Switch. It would remind you of the Freaky Friday movie with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, except take that times 6. Because instead of the mother and daughter switching into their bodies, the whole family and the dog and the baby, they all switch. And I swear the dog and the baby were the most funny to me. I would still pick Freaky Friday over this movie. But, you know, it was a nice little, don't have to think about it. I can play my game and watch the movie, you know, just entertaining, semi-holiday-ish. Because it's not actually a Christmas movie. It's a movie that takes place at Christmas time. Right? That's what my sister says about White Christmas. She'll say, it's not a Christmas movie. It's a movie that takes place at Christmas time. The next one wants to know, what was my last text say? Oh, I don't know about that. Let's see what my last text was. Well, it was to my mom last night. She had misplaced something and we were looking for it and she found it in a billfold and I asked her which one it was. She said the one with the purple flowers and I said, oh, I was betting it was the little black or brown one, and she gave me that emoji. Let's come into that. The next one wants to know what my ringtone is. That is a beautiful color. I'm gonna pop that out of this palette and use it every day. No. Now I'm gonna come over here and get Mesa. So my ringtone for every iPhone I've ever had for the general ringtone has always been bust a move. Just bust a move.
Bust a move, man.
Incidentally, that song was in the movie last night. But anyway, my mom, and I don't know at what point she did this. It may have been before Daddy died. I guess she liked that. And so she changed her text messages to bust a move. After Daddy died, of course, I'm with my mother more than I ever was. And every time she gets a text, which is a lot, bust a move plays and then I reach for my phone. So recently that phone ringtone has changed. I'm telling you this because when you know what my ringtone is, you're probably going, that's not nice, Mary. These days, you can't trust people you don't know. I'm taking these off. This is just too much fallout and stuff. I'm so glad I did my eye makeup first this time. Every time you get a phone call these days, it seems like it's an unwanted call or a spam call or something. So if I don't know you and you don't have your own ringtone in my phone, then you get the general ringtone and I don't even look at it. And that's why this ringtone got changed. And I don't want to play it in case there's a copyright on that or whatever. I've had it on my phone forever, but I've never used it. It goes something like, your phone is ringing. Somebody's trying to call you. It appears that a jackass is calling you. Yes, it is a jackass that's calling you, or something like that. Up until like last week, it had always been bust a move. These questions here probably should have saved for after my makeup was done if I needed to, because they're all rapid fire answers. So I know sooner, I mean, like I could hold the phone and just answer them. I don't need to tell you a big long story about the answer. So I'm not really getting my makeup done, am I? It wasn't a very well thought out plan. Do I like sushi? No. I I don't like sushi. I very rarely want to eat fish, let alone raw stuff. Where do I buy my groceries? Most of the time I do pick up at Walmart. I mean, I used to be a Kroger girl. I was Kroger faithful. And when my son worked at Kroger, it worked out pretty good because you know, he got this discount, right? I put on my screen Walmart on one side, Kroger on the other, and every single time Walmart is very much cheaper. I don't know what Kroger's doing. You're going to go out of business if you don't lower your prices. But anyway, we are Walmart grocery shoppers because it is the cheapest way we can eat. And we're also Costco shoppers. So Walmart and Costco. Have I ever taken medication to help me sleep? Well, if medication is ZQuil or melatonin, then yes, I have. If we're talking about actual sleeping pills, no. That's another funny story. Me and medications. Right up into my surgery that I just had, I will fight that medication. In the hospital situation, it really makes the nurses mad. I know that sounds terrible, but before you judge those nurses, I mean, I don't know if this is a good place to tell you this story or not. I mean, it's kind of long, you know, but I mean, I could do a video and talk about me and medications that would make you understand it, but it would take the whole video. Like then. For this video, let's just say that I have a bottle of sleeping pills that a doctor wrote a script for me to have because of my insomnia, and I have taken a half. And that was like 6 years ago. The reason there's a half gone is because I took a half and I halved that and took a quarter. So I took a quarter of a sleeping pill and then all night was like, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die?
And the reason it makes the nurses at the station mad is because they ain't got time for my theatrics.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
The next question wants to know, how many siblings do I have? And I bet if you are Fritzy family already, and if you're not, please hit the subscription button. We would love to have you here. You will love being part of the Fritzy family. Okay? But if you're already Fritzy family, I bet you know the answer to this question. I've told stories before on the channel, but also in my eyeshadow palette, there's only 2 siblings that have shades named after them. Okay? And that would be Irish Heat, and that would be Little Bit. So Little Bit is my sister. She's 9 years my junior. And Irish Heat is my brother, and he's 2 years my junior, making me the oldest child in the family. How old will I be on my next birthday? I will be retirement age. I can actually take my retirement in March. My birthday is March the 4th, and my unbirthday is today. In fact, if you want to be entered in the giveaway for the stuff, what I want you to put in the subject line of the email that goes to this email address, okay? And don't write me an email, okay? Because I'm not going to open these emails. I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to look at the subject lines. So if you write me stuff, don't think that I'm ignoring you. I kind of am, but I'm not meaning to. I cannot open all those emails. So that's how we're going to decide, because in the subject line, you're going to put, today is my unbirthday, and then I won't get you glumped in with any past giveaways that we've already had. The next question wants to know whether or not I wear contacts or glasses. Neither. I have 20/20 vision. Okay, you know the answer to that is glasses. I can't get a contact in my eye. I have tried so hard over the years to have contacts. I mean, back when colored contacts first came out, I wanted so bad to have green eyes. And so I was over at the eye place trying to get green contacts so I could have these emerald green eyes. I just thought, oh, brown eyes are so boring. I don't want brown eyes. I want green eyes. I want blue eyes. And now I wouldn't change my eye color. I mean, because I can virtually pull off any eyeshadow color if I want to, because I have a neutral undertone and I have brown eyes. So pretty much I can do whatever the heck I want. And I like that. But there was a time back in my x-ray days when I wasn't wearing makeup, I wanted to have blue or emerald green eyes. And so I went over to the eye place. It took them and everyone in the office to try to keep my eye open and get a contact, and you just can't. As much as I would have liked to have had contacts, that's not happening. Some of these are kind of obvious, aren't they? The next one is, do I color my hair? Actually, these wouldn't be. Like if I was dyeing my hair, you may not know if I'm dyeing my hair if I was younger. You may not know if I was dyeing my hair or not, right? So no, I don't dye my hair. And I don't miss dyeing my hair. I love my hair. Even though my hair is thin and I wish it had more volume and everything else, I'm grateful for every little hair I've got. I like my hair like it is. I don't really ever see me, now that I've said this, I'll probably go dye my hair. But But I don't see me dyeing my hair. My gosh, I'm glad to be out of that expensive trap. I like just waking up, washing my hair, doing something with it and going, and not having to worry about if my roots are showing. In fact, here's something that's kind of funny. I have this gray wig that I bought a few Halloweens ago because I wanted to see, would I like myself in gray hair? This was when I was wearing a lot of wigs, and I would still probably wear gray wigs in the future. I don't know, I could. Some days I do miss how easy that was. I mean, it is so simple to not worry about your hair. Just put on your makeup and plop a wig on your head. It was so easy. But anyway, that wig off Amazon is just a cheap little gray wig, but it has dark roots. Like you used to have black hair or something and it's turning gray or whatever. I bought it and did a Halloween. In fact, there's a video up here of me doing the Halloween look and putting that wig on if you want to see it. Anyway, I bought this wig and I did this Halloween look because I wanted to know whether or not I would like myself in gray hair. And at the time I had no idea, is my hair white? Is my hair, you know, dark gray? Is it a steely color? I had no idea at the time what color my gray was. I was not brave like some of my silver sisters. I chopped off all my hair and grew it out under a wig. Anyway, that gray wig has dark roots. I like the look of that. I was like, I wonder if I can like put some dark.
I mean, like with my hair fibers and stuff, not dye. I don't want to dye my hair.
At the base of my hair and make me look like so it's like reverse. Instead of your hair growing out and showing your roots, I'm trying to put roots in. I totally missed the transformation of my hair. Back here at the nape, when I got it grown out, it was black. And my family was like, what? Because my hair's not black. But I have been dyeing my hair since I was 19 years old. So I don't know if my hair would have got darker or not. Shy Guy's hair when we were in high school was a chocolate brunette color, but over the years it turned black and now it's turning gray. So I don't know. I had black in the nape of my hair. I don't know. I could have had darker hair. It could have turned darker. And I just never knew it because I screwed up my hair at 19 with sun-in and had to dye it. And then I just kept having to dye it. The next one is tell me something that you're going to do today. Well, what I'm going to do today is edit until the roofing contractor guy gets here to give me an estimate on the roof. The next one wants to know, when was the last time that I cried? Thursday night, I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, forgot the treadmill was down, and ran into it, tripped, flew over the treadmill and into the mirrored closet. It's a miracle I didn't get more hurt, that I didn't break something, me or the mirror. Okay, it's just a miracle. Thank God that he has angels with me. But it hurt a bunch and I laid there crying. Next question, what are my favorite pizza toppings? I used to be a meat lover person. I would get pepperoni, Italian sausage, hamburger, bacon, you know, the whole bit. The sausage and the spices started hurting my stomach. So depends on where I'm at whether or not I'll get sausage. There's a place here called Gallagher's. They have a pizza called The Sink, because literally everything but the kitchen sink is on it. So it has sausage, pepperoni, ham, green peppers, onions, jalapenos, no anchovies. Pineapple literally has everything that you can think of on it. And I like that. But there are days where I just want a good old pepperoni with extra cheese. Like if you make me eat Pizza Hut, which is funny because Pizza Hut was where Shy Guy and I had our first date and we got a meal, was Pizza Hut. Okay, but Pizza Hut has gone downhill and there's been so much better pizza lately. But if I get like Pizza Hut, I do like, they have, or did have, they may not have it anymore, cherry peppers, but they hurt my stomach. I'm pretty mild with the pizza, I guess, but if we get Gallagher's, I do want at least one piece of the sink. But I take the mushrooms and black olives off, because I'm not a mushroom black olive kind of girl. Am I a cheeseburger or a hamburger kind of girl? I am a cheeseburger. Oh my gosh, if you know me, you know that I am a cheese freak. I love cheese. I can just make a meal out of cheese. I just love cheese. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And that is the reason that I don't run that burger through the garden too, is because I like cheese. And if you put mayonnaise and all that stuff on the burger, you won't taste the cheese. So my cheeseburger, if it has anything besides cheese on it, it's just mustard and pickle. Next question, have I ever had an all-nighter? Here is an all-nighter. It says, stay all night, microfine mist. Yes, I've had several all-nighters. What do they mean by that? An all-nighter because you were out drinking or something? Or an all-nighter because of what? I mean, yes, of course I've had an all-nighter. I used to work all-nighters. Next one wants to know, what is my eye color?
Really?
Brown. Actually, in some lights, my eyes look dark brown. But at certain times of the year, it can change to more of a hazel. Shy Guy will tell you that my eyes are brown with little gold flowers in them. The next one wants to know if I can tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi. I happen to have both here because of Thanksgiving. So I was gonna say I'll go in there and we'll do a taste test, but there's nobody here to make sure that I don't know which one's which. So I'll say this, I don't think if it's a fountain drink, I could tell you the difference, but if it's coming off the can, I can definitely tell the difference between Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi. What is my biggest pet peeve? At the moment, it seems to be the dang roundabout. They put in a couple of roundabouts. In Indiana, there's this town called Carmel. Carmel has like the king of roundabouts, if you ask me, and big roundabouts. Where I live, they're just now getting roundabouts. I think our mayor wants to be Carmel, to tell you the truth, but you know, if you don't live around here, you don't get what I'm saying, but it's like he's trying to turn Greenwood into Carmel. And I'm not for it. Okay?
He grew up here too. I went to high school with him.
I liked my childhood and everything in it, and it's gone because he may, never mind anyway. A lot of the four-way stops around here are disappearing in favor of roundabouts. Well, that seems to be too much for everybody. Nobody can figure out what to do now. So we see people at the roundabout treating it like it's a four-way stop. And we got people at the four-way stops that are running the stop sign with the person in front of them because I guess they think it's a roundabout. That is a pet peeve right now. Next month, it might be something else. But right now, I'm having a little bit of a pet peeve over the roundabouts. What movies could I watch over and over again and still love? Somewhere in Time, Devil Wears Prada. I mean, there's several movies that I have watched so many times. I swear I know the dialogue and I don't even have to watch it. I'll just put it on when I go to bed. It's just noise in the background. I need the noise because my ears won't stop ringing and it's driving me bananas and I can't go to sleep because I focus on my ears ringing. So I'll put on a movie that I've seen enough to know I don't need to like look at it or open my eyes. I know what's going on. Like Devil Wears Prada, Titanic. Titanic's good because it's like 3 hours long. Sometimes I even watch the Eagles concert. Okay, I have a documentary on the Eagles that is like 3 or 4 hours long. And I'll put that on. I know that by heart too. Last one before I go do my hair, then I'll come back and we'll bang out all the rest of them. What do you say? Can I change the oil in a car? I couldn't physically change the oil in a car anymore, but there was a time I did change my own oil. Shy Guy taught me a long time ago. He taught me things so that if something were to happen to him, I wouldn't be dependent or at the mercy of somebody. So like I can tell you what all the parts of the engine are. I understand basically how things go. Stuff like filling up the windshield wiper fluid and stuff like that. Of course I could do that. I could change, with help, the brakes. These days, no, not with my back and not with how old I am. I can't do that anymore. I'm begging him to stop. Let's go take it to the Jiffy Lube or whatever. But I could walk you through changing the oil on the car. I could walk you through changing a tire or the brakes. So yes and no. I know how, but I no longer physically can. Be occupations that you wanted to be when you were a kid. I think most people my age, probably, I mean, like my mom's age, no, because we had that question recently. I asked her that, you know, what did you want to be when you grew up? She acted like this answer from me was crazy, but I think that if you're my age, maybe you wanted to be a rock star or a singer or, you know, music, maybe. That's what I wanted to do. And of course, I also wanted to be all kinds of other things. And I'm really upset that I'm like 62 almost. And I've still not got to be a cop or a fireman or a chef, or there's just so many things I still want to be.
That's what I want to be. What do you want to be?
First concert and last concert. And who would you like to see in concert? Well, my first concert was Donny Osmond. My last concert, I think it was either Sawyer Brown with my sister or New Song with one of my daughters. No, wait, I'm sorry. Christina Aguilera. I took one of my daughters to see Christina Aguilera. So That was my last concert because it made my heart feel like the booming. It made my heart feel like it was coming out of my chest. And I was like, I guess I'm too old for this now. And then who would I like to see in concert? Probably Taylor Swift or Pink. Both of them would put on a heck of a show. But I understand that Taylor's Eras tour is going to be coming to movie theaters.
Actually, as I'm editing this, that was yesterday. So she released it on the 13th, which was her birthday. But you can't buy it. It's only for rent right now. I want to own it. I don't want to give you $20 to watch it once.
So I may get to see it anyway, and with a better seat than I would have got. Wouldn't that make you mad if you paid thousands of dollars to see Taylor Swift's Eras tour, went through all of that, fighting the crowds and everything else, and then she brings it to a theater near you? I know some people are going to fight me on that and say there's nothing like being at an actual concert, but you know, my experience at concerts hasn't been that great, so I would much prefer the theater seat. Here, how tall am I? I am 5'4" now, but I used to be 5'7". How much do I weigh? Seriously, I can't believe we're going to answer this question. Are we? Why not? I weigh 170 pounds. All right. Do you have any tattoos? And if you don't, would you get any tattoos? What would they be? I don't have any tattoos. I mean, obviously, I don't have a problem with tattoos. One of my BFFs was Mel, and Mel was covered with tattoos. Mel's also the reason that I don't have a tattoo right now. She talked me out of it. There you go. There's a little trivia for you. I bet you didn't expect. Mel Thompson talked me out of a tattoo. I am the kind of person that changes my mind way too much. And I've always said, you know, I'd be the person who got the tattoo and then in a week or two be like, you know, and want to change it. So no, that's not a good idea for me. Now, I did talk to her about getting one on my finger. I traced my wedding ring. Okay, because quite frankly, to be honest with you, this only gets put on very special occasions and if I'm filming. For the most part, I really don't wear rings all the time. They bug me, okay? And it got to be a habit when I worked at the hospital. One day, I was at the hospital working and this older woman who had papery skin, like I reached to pull the cart up, and when I did, this scratched her and tore her skin. I was mortified and I said that's never going to happen again. And so I stopped wearing my wedding ring at work. After that, I got used to not having it on. Shy Guy's never been able to wear his because of what he does for a living. So unless we're going out for some reason, and the only reason I wear it on the channel is because it's yes, I'm married. Me and Shy Guy are married. So what I wanted was, if I have on the wedding ring, I don't want you to see the tattoo. But if the wedding ring is off, it'll be his name in a ring around my finger. So I traced it and then drew a design on my finger, how I wanted it to be. And then I asked her about it. I'm like, look at this. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. And I mean, who better to ask than her, right? And she said, no, Mary, don't do it. I guess my fingers are real bony and stuff. And she said, that will really hurt. But I didn't have enough real estate. She had a whole bunch of reasons why I shouldn't do it. So since that's the only reason that I would is for like a permanent wedding band on here. Have I ever been in a physical fight? I have. Again, stories that would take way longer than they should on this channel, but yes, I have been in a physical fight before. I have been punched in the face twice and hit with a 2x4 by my brother. He took a 2x4 and like a baseball bat hit me right here. You can't really see it now, but there used to be a little line right there from where he smacked me in the face with a 2x4. And before you feel sorry for me, I gave as good as I got. What's the reason that you joined YouTube? There were a couple of reasons, but the main reason at the time was because I wanted fellowship, friends who had the same interests as me. And, I was trying to, at the time, parlay it into maybe something I can make money with because I saw my job going away. So 2 reasons, but the first reason was I had been watching a few ladies and I wanted to do what they were doing. And those people were Mary Ellen, my BFF. I mean, I've known Mary Ellen probably longer than anybody. Carol from the old Carol show, Ms. Cavalier, she's not here anymore, but she had a channel, Colleen was her name, Natalie. Just several ladies that were here doing videos and I wanted to do what they were doing. It looked fun. And I thought, well, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be able to parlay it into some income. And when my job goes away, I can still stay home because Lord knows I would get fired if I had a job. I cannot physically, no. I wouldn't be able to do a job for Okay, well, one day I went over to the Sephora to pretend work, right? Because I'm like, I figured this would be a good job for me, Lancôme counter, something like that. I mean, there's very little that I don't know about the products in the store anyway. So I went over there and I'm just like hanging out, straightening up their displays and cleaning the... Surprised no one said, what are you doing? We're just kind of hanging out to see, could I actually do this job? And I thought, boy, man, I am hurting and I am tired. And I looked at my watch and I'd only been doing that for 45 minutes.
For 45 minutes?
So I'm pretty sure I would get fired. So that's why this job is important to me, is because I can't go get a job somewhere else and I need the income. What are my fears? Losing any more of my loved ones. Losing Shy Guy is a huge fear. What's the meaning behind my YouTube channel name? Aha! I think it's kind of self-explanatory, but I'm a glitzy kind of girl. I like bling, okay? I mean, you almost never see me without glitter on my fingernails. And, you know, I used to have glitter all over my face, but I got tired of cleaning that up. So, you know, glitzy, and I am definitely somebody who's on the fritz, right? So, glitzy fritzy. The last question is, do I play any instruments, and what are they? No, not anymore, I don't. I used to be in the band, and I played the clarinet and the bass clarinet. What I really wanted to play was the saxophone. I thought the saxophone would be so cool. And to me, it didn't seem like it was that much different than the bass clarinet, but yeah, no, I never got there with it. I would have loved to have been a drummer, but I didn't want to be back there with the boys who were the drummers. Me and Shy Guy have had this conversation before, like if we were in a band, if we were in a rock star band, what would be the instrument that I played? And I would say it would be the drums, because that's what I love about every song. It's the percussion. You know, his ears tone into whatever is going on with a guitar. Mine, you know, that's what I'm keeping beat with and everything, is the drums, the percussion. So yeah, I would like to be a drummer, but I don't have enough whatever to do that. So all right then, this video is long enough, so I hope you guys know that you're the best part of the Fritzy family, and that if you're not having a blessed day, the way you can get one is to be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
Oh, Mrs. Snow Miser, oh, Mrs. Hare. You know that Snow Miser character at Christmas time? Oh, Mr. Snow Miser. I've worked for Santa Claus, and he taught me how to see things out of the back of my head and how to know if you're naughty or nice. And I know that, okay? I know when you are sleeping, I know when you're awake. I know if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Give me a like. Anyway, this one's Sakura. Sakura, Sakura. Oh, baby, because my hips don't lie. I don't remember how that goes. Oh, my gosh. Whoa, it's like a snail. For crying out loud, this is caught over here for Pete's sake. Oh, hi, how are you? You want it, you got it. I don't remember the words. It's been ringing on my phone forever, and I don't know the words. And my unbirthday is today. Yes. A very merry unbirthday to me, to you. A very merry unbirthday to me, to us. There, I have 20/20 vision. See? I'm spraying that the wrong way. Where's the hole? That's what he said. PETA, I'm watching you. I'm watching you, PETA. How much do I weigh? None ya. None ya. None ya. None ya. Sounds like an onion. I want Funyuns.